So welcome to the 2019 ISSTI retreat. I'm Robin Williams. I've been kind of convening and cajoling this kind of rolling circus, which is ISSTI, for a few years now. And this, amazingly, is our 15th retreat. The first, perhaps I'm the only person who was at that one here at this meeting. The first was in 2005 in the Burn, and we set as our goals to explore linkages between various research projects and traditions, to pursue new conceptual and theoretical advances, to strengthen research development, research culture and outcomes. I think, in a sense, we see it as Edinburgh has this fantastic community of researchers. Some of them are in science, technology, and innovation studies, but a whole load of people in other departments across the university. And then we have links to friends in neighbouring institutions and internationally. And the ISSTI retreat is where we try to get people to come together and explore in a safe and playful way what their agenda is. I have to say, in our day-to-day work, we're often kind of very worried about our energy policy or our digital transformation. We get stuck with our empirical and theoretical concerns. Our heads are down. And this is a chance for us to get our heads up in a safe and playful space. It's a chance, and of course, what's strange about the situation, science and technology studies at Edinburgh is stronger than it's ever been. I have to say we've seen a whole host of new appointments in ISSTI, but that's matched by a number of new arrivals right across the university. So we are growing. As we grow, then the coordination problems become bigger. So we need the job of networking people together and exploiting commonalities of interest and synergies and developing conflicts and debates. That is even more urgent. So this is where we try to do that work. It's an extended coffee queue. Yeah, and there'll be more coffee coming at 11 o'clock, I can assure you. So this is where we come together to try and have those informal conversations and try and advance our understanding, and also to renew our intellectual agenda. And we try to identify in the 5 or 6 months leading up to the retreat, where I'm kind of sending people emails and saying, well, what's hot, what's important, what are the challenges, what are the big, grand challenges we really must address. Last year, we had a focus on how we theorized power. Last couple of years, we had stuff on algorithm society. So we have a number of cross-cutting themes that we try to explore. This year, actually, there was a flowering of proposals for key challenges that we should address, and talks that fitted very happily into those key challenges. So the thematic component of this year's retreat is very strong. We are going to start with a set of talks which address the ongoing concern with STS about how things come to achieve value, how markets come to being, how we manage to attribute value and values around new and emerging artifacts. So valuation processes has come. We're also going to have Guido Sanguinetti, who leads our recently announced new Centre for Doctoral Training on AI and biomedicine, and he's going to kick off a panel where we discuss with a practitioner and with social researchers how we understand algorithmic knowledge production processes in science. And then tomorrow, we move to two other hot issues. Our long concern with how futures are produced and what kinds of ways we understand the production of futures, the kind of relationship between actors and futures, and how we can make futures more accountable. And then finally, the closing theme is about STS and peripheries. And we have a keynote from Pablo Kreimer, who is, where is he? There, okay, halfway through. Well, we're delighted actually to have our two Latin American colleagues here. So we'll have a closing keynote for our workshop, but that's actually the opening keynote in a way for an international workshop that our Latin American students have organized, looking at, well, they call it regional dialogues in science, technology and innovation, but it's about what it is to do science in the global peripheries and what it is to do STS in the global peripheries. And I haven't asked you guys, but I guess you'd be quite happy if other people from this workshop attend your workshops as well. So maybe you could bring some leaflets about that tomorrow and pass it on to people. So this is, although we'll close tomorrow afternoon, we're opening another discussion for the following 2 days. And that's really exciting that that's happened. So it's a chance to build linkages internally. It's a chance to build our linkages with our external friends, and it's really good to see a number of old friends coming back. In particular, we're very delighted that Mania Baggioli, a long-term friend of STS at Edinburgh, has managed to detour between St. Petersburg, I was going to say Leningrad, between Leningrad and San Diego, and will give us the keynote to close today's session, after which we're going to have a conference dinner, and we'll need to find out just who's coming to that.